was running for president. It was on the steps of the old state capitol of Springfield, Illinois. This is the building where Abraham Lincoln served for years before he went to Washington. And it's the city where I served for 8 years before I went to Washington. And it was before 17,000 of my closest friends in 7-degree weather. And we weren't entirely clear on what to expect. But what I knew was that the American people understood that we were in a defining moment in our history. Our nation is at war, our planet's in peril. The dream that so many generations of Americans fought for feels like it's slipping away. And so I was convinced that the American people were impatient for change, that they realized we could not wait to fix a broken healthcare system, we could not wait to make schools that work for every child, we could not wait to deal with things like climate change, we couldn't wait to bring this war to a close. And what I was betting on was that people would feel enough of a sense of urgency that they would be willing to get engaged and involved in their government again in a way they haven't been for a very long time. And that faith has been vindicated. As we saw in Iowa just a few weeks ago, people all around the country have been coming out and saying, we recognize our political system is broken and it's divided. And so the size of our challenges has outstripped the capacity of our politics to fix. And what we want is a politics based on our common values and our common ideals, a politics that's based on practicality and solutions, as opposed to a politics that is based on ideology. We want a politics that is grounded in straight talk and not spin and PR. And most of all, we want a politics that lets the American people back in, that they know what's going on in Washington. It's not just dominated by special interests and lobbyists, but it reflects the voices of people who are struggling every day. And we had not been surprised at how this campaign has unfolded, because we knew that if we were reaching out and tapping into the American people's desire for something better, that we could end up winning this campaign. We have had a remarkable journey, but we've got a lot of work to do. After Iowa and New Hampshire, Nevada is really the tiebreaker, and I think whoever does well here is going to go on to win South Carolina, and will be very well positioned to win the big Super Tuesday primary that's going to be coming up. And if there's any doubt of how important this race is, I just have to tell you, I was in Reno. We had a little economic roundtable. 4 people, average Reno residents. 2 of them were in the process of